Alright, on the channel today we are going to be reviewing the Eachine e52 ready to fly pocket drone. I believe this is a Banggood exclusive product because it's Eachine, so it's made by them. It's a toy grade quadcopter, but it's got the Wi-Fi transmission, so it'll connect to your phone. It does come with the radio. They call it a pocket drone, so let's go ahead and open it up and take a look, see what we think. It comes packaged nicely. I kind of get tired of things arriving from China crushed, but this is a good box. You can see it survived the mail pretty good. Let's see what's inside. That's everything that comes in the box. A little full color manual. Instruction manual. Can't read most of it, but it gets the job done. Comes with 4 props and a wrench. Charger. Looks like they went with a JST plug. That's kind of unusual. Cool. A full-size transmitter. If you're not familiar with drones, this is spring-loaded because this is an altitude hold quadcopter. So center means that it'll be hovering in one place. My guess is it might have a little bit of variation in it, but it should hold fairly decent, and we'll test that out. But that's the transmitter. There's 2 buttons on the top. Oh, something to hold your phone. That's cool. Let's take a look at the drone. All right, in the pictures, it looked, I would say, bigger than I was expecting, but it's a nice size. There's the front of it. I like the shape. Kind of sort of looks like a little bit of a Mavic copy, maybe a little bit, just the form factor. The arms fold out. There's kind of, I guess, a little spot where it clicks into, but there's enough friction that I don't think the arms would ever be a problem. It's extremely light, which is pretty cool. And then the battery on the bottom. You gotta squeeze these tabs to get out. And it's as proprietary as a battery can get, I think. Kind of unusual. Put that back in. Alright, looking through the instruction manual, it tells you where to get the app from, which is the, right there, the JYUFO. Not quite sure where they get the names for these things, but that's okay. So we're gonna pull up the app on the smartphone here, on my iPhone, and download it. JYUFO. Hey, there it is. Install. Alright, there's the new app. Would like to access the microphone. Okay, that's new. Yes. I have no idea what I just did, but that's alright. And now we need to power this on. Ooh, very nice. Go into the Wi-Fi. Turn Wi-Fi on. UFO, that's gotta be it, right? And reopen the app. Let's see. Play, I guess. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's check the delay real quick. Not bad. It'd be enough for flying. With the quadcopter turned on, and all you have to do is press and hold the button to turn it on, I've got the phone connected. After I connected the phone, I went ahead and turned on the transmitter, so I have FPV video feed signal on the phone. All you have to do, you see the lights are flashing, is cycle the throttle. That finishes the connection. And then one of these two, like, it's hard to tell, but these are buttons right here. And one of these is your takeoff and one is your land. I think this one's the takeoff. So we'll push this one first just to make sure. Okay, nope, I was wrong. Other way around. This is the takeoff. That's the land button. Let's go ahead and fly this thing. Alright. Okay, I had it facing me. That doesn't help anything. There we go. Alright, let's see. Hands off, hover. I have not touched the altitude yet. Okay, we got a little bit of a drift. Let's see if we can correct for that. I can tell you right now, one of the things that I'm not crazy about is the layout on the trim buttons. This is left and right trim. This is front and back trim. So I don't really understand why they laid it out that way. It doesn't make sense to me. And it bothers me enough that if I could go in there and change those buttons around, I would. But overall, I mean, you could see that it responds really well. The FPV signal is extremely clear. That looks good. Alright, let's try banging on some buttons here. Okay, that was flipped. Okay, we got it. Yeah, that was good. That was a flip. Wasn't expecting that. It's a little too small in here, I think, to do a flip. That was exciting. Well, we've crashed it. Now we get to see how it held up. Alright. The arms all look okay. Let's see if it still is trimmed. Well, that's impressive. I smashed it into the wall. Okay, right button apparently is flipped. I was looking for rates. Okay, there's rates. I probably should read the directions. Alright, so there's 2. 3 buttons for 3. That's it. That's as fast as it'll fly. The yaw is maybe just a little slow, but not bad. That jumping you're hearing is me playing with the throttle. See, it's holding altitude. Wow, that really holds super well. That's amazing. That holds really well. Dropped about a foot. And look at that, it corrected. It's like maybe only 6 inches. So that's pretty good. It handles really, really well. Like amazingly well. I prefer to fly with the radio, but let's go ahead and land it and see what we think of flying it. Let's see what we think of flying it with the phone. Alright, so if you're looking at the screen, it's going to be blank. Just touch on. That's going to get us our control pad. Now we just got to find takeoff. Here we go. Unlock. Oh, that's cool. And then hit the stop for stopping. Alright, let's go ahead and... I think that's takeoff maybe? Yep. I've got it set at 30% and it barely moves at full stick. Let's up that a little bit. That's a little better. I've tried these app controls many times, and because it doesn't fly very stable, the app control is often terrible, but you can tell it's really locked in, so it's flying really easy. That's a nice gentle turn. There we go. I like the lights on it. There's 100% with app control. You can tell I'm not having a hard time controlling it at all. Like at all. It flies great. This is not a speed demon. This is clearly for probably more like video stuff, I guess. Let's go ahead and try the auto land. Well, that's a nice feature. I wonder what it'll do if we take off, bring it a little bit closer to the floor, and let's hit this stop. It drops like a rock. That's pretty cool. So these features seem to work pretty well. Let's go ahead and try the gyro tilt. So this now, by tilting the phone, I'm going to be able to control it. So let's go ahead and start it up. We'll take off. I still have to use my left thumb for yaw control and altitude, but then the rest of the phone is you just tip it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having a little bit harder of a time with that. That one's not quite as easy for me, but that might just be a personal preference thing. If you're wondering what the video quality is, it's very low. It's going to be like the equivalent to just the analog, which I think is, what is that, 320 or whatever. It's a 1.3 megapixel camera. It's what they all come with. I'm just curious. Let's play around a little bit here. It did return. That's pretty cool. It looks like the battery is dead. Let's go ahead and land her. Oh, this thing is really cool. This is really cool. I like this thing. All right, let's go back to the desk and we'll give final thoughts on it. So you've seen the unboxing and you've seen first impressions. You've seen the flight video. And so just some final thoughts on this quadcopter. First of all, I love the way that it folds up. It does actually fit into the pocket. The blades just tuck in alongside like that. They do stick out just a tiny bit. You could see the blades stick out a little bit. It'd be nice if those had tucked in all the way, but I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, just the design alone is pretty impressive to get to this point. The lighting is really cool with the red light on the back and the green light across the front. The position of the camera is fine for me. I wish it had a little bit more of a fisheye lens. That would be a little bit better for taking video, but again, that's not a deal breaker. That's fine. The transmitter itself feels really, really, really great in the hands. It's got a nice smooth texture. I don't like the way that the trim buttons are laid out, but that's not a deal breaker. I like the phone holder. Looks like it'll hold just about any size phone that they make. I like the bumper buttons on the top. The spare props, I don't know if I would ever use these or not, so that's fine. All in all, with the exception of the proprietary battery and the trim buttons, this is definitely one of the nicest flying quadcopters. Those features are maybe just a little annoying, but all of them fade away when you see how this thing flies. It is extremely, extremely stable. So the folding arms, the Wi-Fi, the camera, like just all of it, for me personally, makes it unbelievable that this thing only costs like, what is it, I think about 35 bucks. So I have been looking to find a product that I would say is not worth it, but is this one on the wish list? Is this a wish list RC item? And the answer is, I think it really, really is. But go ahead and buy it and see what you think of it. Comment, let me know. If you're interested in more videos like this, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. And if you like this one, I would genuinely appreciate a thumbs up. Put this one on the list. You're going to want this one.